Hey everyone, we're about to assemble a Excalibur 420TD Crossbow. This is actually a follow-up video to the unboxing of this crossbow by Crooked Bend about a week ago. We're going to go ahead and put this thing together. It's not going to take super long. It's pretty quick because the majority of this bow is already assembled when you get it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop the two screws into the quiver holder here. This bow shoots both left-handed and right-handed, so when we mount the quiver mount to the main frame of the crossbow, we want to be sure that for left-handed shooters it would be facing this way when we mount it. Therefore, the large side of the dovetail would be facing outwards that way. For us, we're going to be shooting it right-handed here, so we're going to go ahead and make sure this way's facing forward. So we want to make sure that we mount the large end of the dovetail facing outwards that way. So we'll go ahead and pop that through, and we'll secure it with the provided cat bolts here. The pack comes with a small wrench, and there's two different size Allens. For most of our operations here, we're going to be using the smaller one. So let's get that in there and just snug these up a bit using the wrench. Actually, that wrench is not the right size, so you can actually just do this with your fingers. Apparently that will be used for something else. Okay, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and flip this over here. This is where the quiver mount mounts to the bottom of the main frame. There's two different bolt holes. Again, we want to make sure that, because we're shooting this right-handed, that this way is facing forward. So we're going to go ahead and bolt both of these in real quickly. We don't want to over tighten the bolts, but we do want to make sure that they are snug to absorb the impact from the shots. Okay, so we're good with that. We'll leave that up. Now what we're going to do while we leave the limbs off, just for mobility's sake, is we're going to go ahead and we're just going to attach the scope to the rail. The scope is already pre-mounted onto the rings when you get it. We will have to check it for levelness and tighten it down after everything's totally assembled, but we'll do that as a separate video as far as setting scopes in general. So for us, what we want to do, first of all, we want to make sure we're looking down the right end of the scope. We'll just set it right on the rail, tighten it down. This bow has an adjustable stock, so that will help multiple different shooters being able to see out of the same scope mount location. And we're going to snug it down here. We can go back and apply Loctite to these screws if you'd like to keep everything super tight. But for this video's sake, that's good. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we will mount the cranking lever. We can put the fail-safe strap around the end of it if we wanted to use it, but in my case I'm not going to be using this, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to pop this in. This is just the storage area for it. It will slide in this way. Notice that this will be back by your arm around there, or you can store it up this way and it will be kind of out of the way. We're going to keep it like that. When we want to do the cranking, we will install it either on this side, or it can be cranked from the opposite side as well. Now the beauty of the bow here is this is the TD, so it's a quick attach. So we have our quick release lever here. When I got this out of the box, these bolts were a touch loose, so I took the larger size Allen and we just tightened these down and gave them a quick snug up. Now to assemble this to the main frame, very easy. We just go ahead. You want to watch your string, of course, when you're doing this. You don't want to be super reckless. And then we just go ahead and we release the lock. You see that on camera, hopefully. Pops down just like so, and then that will snap back on to secure it in. We make sure that the button is all the way up, and we're ready to rock and roll. Let me grab the quiver here and we'll load the quiver up. There you have it.